everyone. Are we here? We live? It's the best day ever, isn't it? It is the best day ever. You know why? Because it's Thursday. I can come up with so many reasons why it's the best day ever. It's Thursday. The sun is out. I'm a week back from Texas. I feel back in my groove. I feel aligned. I feel balanced. I get to just be with each of all of you who are cultivating this champion mindset. This week's mantra. Let's give it up for this week's mantra. It was a good one, right? Oh, yay, Christine, you joined us live. We've got Marie, Christine. Sup, yo? So let's talk for a second before we dig into the live. It was so fun to connect with Barbara last week. She's such a doll, and I just loved our conversation, and I love the chili. She's like, should we make the chili? I'm like, heck yeah, let's make it. So I have my dinner and my next meal and my next day and all these meals prepared. So thank you, Barbara. I had about 6 meals, check, multitasking, to die for, right? And then you saw that I posted, I added the addition of the shirataki rice, and you could also do the noodles, but I did the rice, and that was fantastic. I was a little worried about my addition with the extra jalapeno. I was a little worried about that myself. Afterwards, I was like, oh, I don't know. It might be a little spicy, Gina. It was great. It was not too spicy. I think next time I might do 2 jars. I might do 2 cans of the jalapeno juice. It was good. It was really, really good. So thanks, Barbara, for that one. It's in the app. Christine, I know you tried it. That's why you reminded me. I was like, yeah, you tried it. How was it? I love it. And any of you girls have these recipes that you want to share with the group? You want to come on in? You want to come to my kitchen? Let me know. We'll connect. It'll be really fun. So that was a good one. And what else? Marie, our first group experts. Give it up. Okay, I just have to give a shout out to Marie. So Facebook's always doing this stuff, right? Like you can give badges, you can give all that. Every now and then I'm like, oh, what's this? I'm gonna check this out. I'm like, how rad is this? Because I would love to honor people that have, and it just happens to be this week's mantra, right? Talking all about this champion mindset. I want to honor people who have walked this lifestyle. And as you know, if you've been doing my challenges forever, what's one of the things that I always say? Okay, we're going to crush this challenge, but at the end of the day, you're going to get results, and I want you to get those physical results. But more than anything, the winners are always chosen by people that are showing up every day, by people that are sharing their struggles, by people that are continuing to dig deep no matter what, right? Because that's really what creates a winner. That's really, it's perfect timing. This week's mantra is just perfect. That is really what creates this champion that we are cultivating, right? Like it's not cultivated overnight. Like you don't become a champion overnight. It's through the thick and the thin, and you also don't become a champion just because you win something. You heard the story, sweet girl. I think she's a part of our tribe now, actually. And I would love, actually, let me get you on live. Let's chat all about this mindset. And so, it's just like, it's not about winning. It's not about the prize. It's not about the gold. It's not about the trophy. It's not about the jacket. And you know how much I really truly feel that is that I actually have given away lots of my prizes. Like, and now I actually wish I didn't give them away. I'm such a less is more. I'm like, okay, less, like I don't need clutter because my memories reside in here. And I know that feeling that I created through the journey. Now I wish I had them because I want to share with my kids. But that just goes to show that it's not in these things that you're winning. It's not in the material, okay? It's in what is created as we dig deep, as you take on a challenge, as you climb a mountain, whatever it is. And so, seeing each and every one of you who are cultivating this mindset, again, it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in 6 weeks. It's just so awesome to see because when I can see the methods and I can see them working and I can see what's happening, it just makes me so proud. And then I also like it when other people can be that example because, here I am as a leader and as somebody who's done all these things, but then also to show like, no, you're a champion too. Like you don't have to win the Arnold. You don't have to climb this Mount Everest. Like you can do the day in and day out things and be a champion and you will be a champion. Many of you already are, but we're cultivating that mindset. And guess what? It's not even that you already are because it never ends, right? Like I'm still cultivating this mindset. Like the mindset's there, but it just keeps getting better and better and better and it grows and gets stronger and it's just so juicy. And so I thought, like, how cool is that when I witness people that are, I mean, there's so many of you already, but I had to start somewhere. And Marie was the first person that I was like, you know what? This girl, look at, I love that. I think she may have, I don't know if she was the first on this live, but she's always on the live. So like first one on the live, first one to sign up for the GFit Academy. She's always digging deep. She's always like all of these things. But then also on the other side of things, you know, there's this relationship that I build with each and every one of you, and to see the balance that Marie has, and to see just like every area, the physical digging deep, the balance, the pullback when she feels like, I need to pull back. I got family in town. I need to, I'm going to have, you know, whatever it may be. I see the balance in Marie, and so many of you, but I'm highlighting Marie right now. And I was like, you know what? I want to honor those people that are living this lifestyle, to be that example with a badge of like what it means. It's not just having six-pack abs. It's the day in and day out. Hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm bouncing out for 3 days because I just need an unplug and a recharge. That is a champion. Somebody who knows how to read, somebody who knows how to keep showing up no matter what, take those steps, goes through hard times, still shows up, right? This is all of what we're cultivating right here. So Facebook does this thing now. I'm like, fantastic. Now I get to honor people. And again, if you read my post, there's not like, it's not like a, and it's just this feeling of like, wow, that is cool. That is deserving. That is expert status. And, you know, it reminds me of my son's jiu-jitsu. So in jiu-jitsu, they have belts and then they get stripes. And I was always confused where I was like, when is David going to get a stripe? Like, if he goes, how many times does he have to go before he gets a stripe? Is it like, how do they base this? And, you know, it's basically reps and sets. It's you showing up every single day. It's you putting in your best effort. And then when the coach or the teacher, whatever they call him in jiu-jitsu, decides like, hey, he deserves a stripe. Like, he's been working his butt off. He's been showing up every single day. Doesn't mean you have to master the move. It just means that you're putting in the effort every single day. So I was like, that is awesome. So we are doing that now. It's called a promotion in jiu-jitsu. So I was like, you know, it's going to be like, let's call it a promotion. Like, basically we're just honoring what you're doing, and I'm sharing my gratitude, and I'm giving you that badge of championshipness that so many of you already have. Sorry, 1 second. Facebook is tweaking out on me. Are we here? I think we're still here. Are we still here? Give me a thumbs up. I think we're still here. I just got like a notice like, whoa, you're giving us too much inspiration, Gina. Gotta chill out. Are we here? Give me something, girls. I think we are. My clock's a ticking. Yep, I think we are. We here? Give it a minute. Give it a minute. Maybe a water break, just so I'm not talking to myself. All about championshipness, which, you know, the world needs more champion cultivation. Okay, good. We're here. Thanks, Maureen. And so anyways, kind of lost my train of thought, but congratulations, Marie. She is our first group expert, and I just value you and appreciate you. And thank you for being such a great role model of the GFit lifestyle. Please listen to that mantra if you haven't already. It's kind of funny how it all kind of came during this week. That's usually how it happens. And there's been a lot of people that have chimed in on that championship, and I just want to highlight another girl, Jenny, who you saw Jenny on a live that I was with, talking all about the supplements and quality. And she was also a former competitor. Again, doesn't have to be competitor, but just happens to be, like, there's so much that came from those years, right? And she was talking about how, you know, becoming a champion, this is what it means to her, and I'm like high-fiving her all day. What it means is getting better at life, right? So every day you're getting better at life by showing up. It's becoming the best version of you. Best version of you doesn't come in the prize. Best version of you is coming as you're like climbing through the mud and all that stuff, right? Like, that's where that best version of you comes out. It's committing to a plan, right? So it's that commitment. And here's the deal. When you know, she shows like different parts of her championshipness, which I thought was pretty cool, because she shows like, you know, different levels of her life and like different pictures that showcase like a different level of her championshipness. And it's like when you know that you've given it your all. And I think that's really the highlight here. When you know that you've put in full effort and you didn't let those things distract you, you didn't let the noise of life, you didn't let the excuses come in, when you, like, and that takes a lot of mindset work, right? To dig every day. Oh, the cramps are bad. I don't want to go. But you're like, champion, go, go, go. Keep going. When you know that you've done everything, that is what creates that champion mindset. When you, I'm just referring to my experience, right? You step on that stage, or you climb to the top of the mountain, or you climb through the finish line, or you, yeah, literally climb through the finish line. It's like when you know, like, wow, I put in the reps, I put in the sets, I did all of the things, and you have those memories of when you almost didn't, and you're like, nope, nope, check box, check box, check box. You step on that stage with that confidence, right, that comes from the doing, and you step on that stage and you're like, I don't even care what happens. I'm here and I gave it my all, and I created that champion in me as I was climbing to the top. And so it doesn't even matter. Like, who cares? Like, at the end of the day, who cares? Because I already won my show. I already won my whatever you're doing, my goal. I already reached that, okay? And so that's what's created through this journey. So thank you for sharing that. On our way to be diamonds, you push through the pressure of life. It's not the destination, it's who you will become through the stepping. Jenny, high five. Good one. I love it. So I was taken straight from her. Thank you on that, Jenny. Okay, let's see. Kind of bouncing around here, but we got a lot of good material. Loving all the high fives. Hello, high fiver, Mel Robbins. She's onto something. I love her. Marie, our expert Marie is onto it. I already have the book ordered. I had that ordered and I see it. I'm like, heck yes. Remember the power of the palm. Power of the palm. If you haven't listened to that one, another good one. It's that power of the hand. Nothing even needs to be said. That power of like, and I remembered the power of the palm when I was running again here a few weeks ago. Every time I would run by somebody and I'd put the palm up, and it was like this light that just lit up in somebody. Like, I know people aren't used to that kind of, high five, but it was like that power in the palm is just so, so powerful. And then, I haven't read the book yet, but from what I gather, it's the high-fiving of not only others, but of yourself, right? Every day waking up and high-fiving yourself. I mean, even just like, I can feel that energy, right? So it's just like that power that's in that is so contagious and infectious. And I already see it as it's circulating our group. Like, yay, amen to Mel Robbins, who like started this whole thing, because it's so powerful. Like, we can fist pump, we can do whatever, but that palm, there's so much power when you wake up and not only are saying hi to other people and giving them that power, but giving yourself that power. Every day we're like the first to just check out, right? Like, we're the first to be like, you don't even want to look in the mirror. You're just like, no. High five, Gina. You're looking good today. High five, sister. Like, right? Like, what if you started your day giving yourself kudos for experiencing the moment, for waking up to the next best day ever? Like, kudos. Like, stop kudos everyone else, but don't forget to kudos yourself. So I'm loving all the high fives that are circulating. They're so infectious, and I can, like, feel it. Yeah. Feels good. Okay, there's that one. And got a lot of good stuff going on here. Yeah, Marie says Jenny's another lady that we can learn so much from. Thumbs up to that. High five on that one. I mean, that's the thing is, there's so many champions here. Okay, there's just so many, and we just got to start cultivating it, right? Like, we just got to start cultivating. Like, these badges are gonna be flying like hotcakes. Not really, they're not going to be flying like hotcakes. It's just whenever that feeling comes about. But each and every one of you are champions, and we can learn from each and every single one of you. That's why I want to gather you on lives. You guys learn from me, yes, but I have stuff to learn from you as well, and I learn from you every single day. So high five to that, sisters. You're so smart, Gina. You're so sweet. Well, thank you. That was very kind. Ooh, very sweet. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do some questions, and then we will get to the meat and the potatoes. The live. I'm telling you, I'm really not a witty person or any of this, but it's funny when we do our lives how like you girls bring out the best in me, like the meat and the potatoes right here. Like, this wasn't even planned, but it just happened to be. Okay. Working on the retreat too, for those of you, like, how cool is it not only to high five yourself and to high five others, but like, what's gonna be when we can actually hug, squeeze, maybe kiss. Okay. Yes, GFit girls can kiss. It is a rule. It is a non-negotiable. It will be going down. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now, come on here. Here we go. Questions. Some good ones. All right, let's just dig into Christine here. I found myself wanting a second cup of coffee the past few days. Too much? You recommended tea a while back. That was really good. Dandelion something, and it was really good. Need the name so I don't get over caffeinated. Is there such thing? Not Dandy Blend. It was something else. Okay, so here's my 2 cents on coffee. I love coffee. I am not giving up coffee. That is one thing. Like, I do these crazy weird challenges. Coffee doesn't own me. I own coffee. That's why I'll never give it up, but I will never remove coffee from my diet, my plan. Who diets? I love coffee. I just, there's so many memories and nostalgia that comes around coffee. Like my Nona used to have people over and she would pour them a cup of coffee and like all of those things. However, I will say, like, you want to make sure that it's not just kind of overkill. Like, if you're just having, I find that for myself, a lot of times I love my coffee in the morning. It gives me a little boost. But if I don't have coffee, honestly, I don't get a headache or a hangover, like a coffee hangover. But I will say that a lot of times it becomes a habit, especially during the winter months, which is probably why you brought it up. You're finding yourself having more coffee because you might need energy, but I have a feeling it's more habit. During this time of year, you just tend to want more warmth. You want, we tend to have more crock pot stuff. We tend to have more soups. We tend to have more warmth than just sitting there. So for me, my go-to is just coffee. We forget about the teas and all the other things. So have your coffee, have at it. Is there such thing as too much? I mean, depends. Every other day you're hearing coffee's good, maybe not so much. Reasonable. Couple cups. Like I have 2 cups in the morning. How big is your cup? This is my go-to cup. So it's quite a large cup. I have 2 cups in the morning, and then I have a cup in the afternoon. I just enjoy it. I like it. I love it. But I do think that we should maybe start entertaining some teas. And sometimes even when I go out, I just want coffee. I'll do like half calf and half regular just to kind of tone it down and just be mindful of the caffeine. So yeah, teas are a great option to combine with your coffee loving. I have so many amazing teas. I've talked about several, so I'll just throw some out there, and I'll also put some links below. So Nutrilite, the products that I've been using for supplements, and also they have everything. I just ordered I use their lip gloss. I just ordered some skincare, some hair stuff. I'm all about it. I just ordered their new beauty tea, which is freaking amazing. It looks amazing. It's got green tea in it. It's got all these great things. Also, you open the box, I think it says you're beautiful. Who doesn't love a tea that tells you you're beautiful? So I'll put some links below on the ones that I just ordered, and I'll keep you posted. And then some of the other fun ones that I have, I just like to try different teas, right? So I have one of the brands that I've talked about is a PQ. This one has green tea. I'll put all this below so you don't have to write it down. They just smell so good. And then I've also talked about CBD teas, which are really good as well. CBD matcha green tea. This one's fantastic from Buddha Teas. They're local here in Carlsbad. So just play with different teas and just start to incorporate them into your days. And some have sleep benefits. I ordered another one from Nutrilite that has sleep. So the green tea one's more of an afternoon, and then the one at night, it has chamomile and dandelion. So they all have phenomenal benefits. That one's more to help you sleep at night. So I will keep you posted on those. And then another one that I've talked about is just your basic celestial seasonings. And this one, especially with the holidays, they always have these fun sales. This one was a sugar cookie. So when you have those little cravings, at the end of the day, a tea is not a cookie, but I'm telling you, they are pretty phenomenal. So I will keep you posted on some of my favorite tea finds. And ladies, you do as well, because it's that time of year where, warmth. So coffee, teas, all the fun stuff. Okay, so hope that answers your question there, Christine. Just be mindful, is it a habit that you're starting to do, or I don't know what's going on with Facebook. It keeps losing me. Oh my goodness, late girls. I'm just going to roll with it. Here we are. I think we're still here. I'm rolling with it. Love you too, Facebook. Okay, so then what else do we have here? Another question is talking about, okay, Kathy, she has a really good one. Someone asked about body scans. I think it was Christine, but she can't find it. So she wants to know, I found a place locally that does the DEXA scan, but I don't want to do it if it's a waist. So the thing with body scans, I would say are way better than, the scale. So body scans, I think the thing when you're doing scans or when you're doing body fat testing, what I do love about them, as you know, I had one recently. It tests your body fat levels, right? And then it also shows your lean body comp. So you can see like, okay, where's my body fat at? Where's my lean muscle? And then at the end of the day, when you want to compare later, you want to see that our less is more is working, and it does. You want to see that body fat go down, and you want to see that lean muscle go up, or you want to see that lean muscle ideally go up. But even if it stays the same, but the body fat's going down, that's magical, right? So I would suggest those are fantastic, but here's what I'm going to say about those. You want to make sure that you're going to the same place and getting the same scan, okay? Because it's sometimes we can say that maybe the scans aren't accurate. And we all know that there's a lot of scans that aren't. Karen, you might want to chime in here if you watch this replay. She had a body scan done, 2 different places, 2 different scans, completely different results. One told her she was like up in the high 20s, and then the other one said she's like in the high teens. And it's just like, that is not accurate, right? Those are 2 totally different, those are not precise. They're not accurate. Do you know the difference? So the thing is with accuracy, that means that it is real. It's telling truth. Precision means that it is like if you were to go to the same DEXA, and even if it's not accurate, it's not giving you the truth, but then you go to the same DEXA again later, even if it's not truth, is it precise? How close is it? So I would suggest that you're always weighing on the same scale, even in the house. You wouldn't want to weigh on multiple scales. And even if that scale is not accurate, let's say it's like you look at it and it's starting at 10 pounds versus 0 pounds. It doesn't matter if you're weighing on the same scale that's 10 pounds up before you even step on it. How that is precision. Like you want to make sure that you're stepping on that same scale, because even if it's off 10 pounds, so it's not accurate, at least it's precise. So if you're going to do a DEXA, I do recommend make sure you go to the same place and get the same, scan. Ideally, get the same technician, because you never know, they might push a wrong button. So yeah, definitely check those out. And then I would say maybe every 6 months or so, or just do one and then do one 6 months later and see kind of where you stand. When it comes to all those body fat, and I will tell you, so many aren't accurate. I was a week or 2 out from a show. I was lean as can be. You can see how lean I was. I went and did like a scan, the one that you just hold. It wasn't the DEXA that has a little bit more technology to it. And it told me I was like 25% body fat. I'm like, yeah, no, there's no possible way. So we know that not all of them are accurate. However, you want to make sure that you're going to the same one. So even if it's off, you're able to measure against that same one. Okay. All right, ladies. So today I thought that we would keep it pretty simple. I've been working on our pumpkin recipe book. That's going to be coming out here either today or tomorrow. I'm going to be sending out an email on that. 20 amazing recipes. Let's just say I've been like all pumpkin-y. So I thought we would change it up and do a little bit more sweet potato, kind of like we did last week. And just kind of a really simple one. Sometimes some of the simple ones you forget. Like, oh yeah, I forgot about doing that. And this one is going to be sweet potato fries, okay? If anybody can explain to me the difference between a yam and a sweet potato, I would love that, because I thought I had it down. Like last week I was talking to Barbara about it. Sweet potatoes are the ones that I thought look like this, right? They're white. And then yams are the ones that look like this, where they're orange. Yesterday at the farmer's market, which is where I got these, the woman, it says sweet potato. And so I'm asking the farmer, like, I thought this was a yam. And she swears this is a sweet potato. So now I'm really confused about this. So apparently this is a sweet potato. This is a Japanese sweet potato. So this is also a sweet potato, which I thought, the whiter, which makes sense. And this is a Japanese, so it's got more of like a purple skin on the outside. And so we're gonna do one recipe with these 2 ingredients, both sweet potatoes. One's the regular, one's the Japanese. Sweet potato fries, you forget about them. I even forget about them. So I made these today. These are phenomenal. And just some little tips as we're making these. Don't forget about sweet potatoes. You can make them savory. You can make them sweet. So what I do is, rather than just spray and sprinkle, what I do is put my sweet potatoes, we're just going to call them sweet potatoes. You can cut them however you want. You can make fries, you can make little discs, whatever you want to do. So I cut these into fries because I'm kind of wanting to go with that sweet potato fry twist. And then, like I said, you put them in a bag so that you can really saturate them with all of the yummy goodness. And because I'm kind of feeling like a sweet potato, like more sweet versus savory. we're gonna do pumpkin spice sweet potatoes. So you put them in this bag, and you put your oil in there, spray it with some avocado oil spray or some coconut oil spray. Again, a little bit goes a long way. We're just gonna spray on there. The whole goal of this is to get all of the seasoning kind of mixed evenly throughout. So I've got this in here, and see how easy it is just to kind of mix that up. Now, I'm gonna add in some of our no calorie sweetener, whatever that is for you. You know, just taste monk fruit or erythritol, whatever. That's like a blend of erythritol, monk fruit, and things, a little bit of sucralose in there. And then I'm gonna add all this in. And then here's another little tip. We're gonna add cinnamon, but it's not gonna just be your everyday cinnamon. We are going to add fresh cinnamon. Fresh is always best. I'm telling you, I get this from my Nona. She never bought store-bought cinnamon. She always bought the sticks. So get these sticks. They come, you know, like this, and it makes all the difference as you're creating these recipes that use cinnamon. This will change your oatmeal game forever. Like, ditch your store cinnamon and grind it yourself. Speaking of coffee, grinding your own coffee also. So I've got myself a little nut grinder right here. You can't really see it. It just looks like this. You can grind nuts. You can grind cinnamon sticks. So I'm going to grind that up. Coffee grinder, nut grinder, cinnamon stick grinder. There we go. All right, and it even has like a different smell. Oh gosh, it just smells so different. Remember, fresh is best, quality over anything. So I'm gonna add that right in there. One whole cinnamon stick. Delish. And then I'm gonna move these all around. I'm telling you, it will change your oatmeal game forever to do fresh. And every time I do it, I just have so many memories that pop up. This morning I was making this, right? Because I always want to make it first. And I just had all these memories of this dessert. It's called a sfinge. Has anyone heard of a sfinge? It is called a sfinge. It's an Italian donut. And I mean, like, all of a sudden I was like, I smelled sfinges. Like, all of a sudden, if you're Italian and you know of a sfinge, please let me know, because they are so amazing. They're light. They're not like an American donut. They're like light, and I can't really explain it. I even called my dad to help me explain it to Michael, my husband, because they're just very unique. It's called a sfinge. So now I'm on this mission to locate a sfinge so that I can have my husband try it. But these flavors and this smell just brought back all the good feels. Okay, so then I threw them in an air fryer. And it seems like most of you have an air fryer. If you don't have an air fryer, you can do these, of course, in the oven. But I'm telling you, Christmas list, if you don't have one, add it to the list, because it'll just changes your life. Makes things easy, right? We want to make life easy. There's so many things that are so hard. Like, where we can, let's keep it simple and keep things easy. All right, then I'm going to add one little spray on top of there. And I'm going to throw those into the air fryer and cook them. So they cooked for about 20 minutes, and they came out fantastic. So you've got yourself these delicious sweet potato fries, and they smell so good. They definitely help with those cravings. Now we're gonna add to the mix, right? So we've got our sweet potato fries. Now we are going to make a little yogurt dish, and yeah. Let's have some fun here. Let's create this little yogurt dish. First things first, I've got my little mixer here. And you can easily just make your yogurt the right way, but we're going to add a little bit more volume to that yogurt by doing a little whipping. So I've got my mixer. Give me just one quick second here to get this all prepared and ready to go. All right, there we go. We got our mixer. We're going to get some 0% non-fat Greek yogurt, which we have. Okay. And okay. Dun, dun, dun. Perfect. We got that. All right, now, so for the protein part, so we're going to have our sweet potatoes, our candied cinnamon, fresh cinnamon sweet potatoes. We're going to add a little bit of Greek yogurt into this big bowl. And then, of course, you can keep it simple and just whip it, mix it with a spoon, but we're going to have some fun. And I'm going to add in here about 2 ounces or so. So let's say this is a 1 carb swap of the sweet potato right into there. And, you know, a little skin is not bad. The skin is where the fiber is, okay? So if skin gets in there, we want skin. We love skin. But when it comes to whipping this up, sometimes the skin will get in the blade. So there's a time and a place for the skin, right? Not always do we want to have the skin. I love my fiber, but when it comes to potentially hurting a recipe, we want to get rid of it. So I'm just going to kind of get rid of some of this skin. It probably is a better way of doing this, but whatever. Here we go. All right, we're good. So we got a little bit of, and I just put the sweet potato in the microwave just to soften it up for about 10 minutes. Put it in some paper towels, moist paper towels, threw it in the microwave for about 10 minutes. And that was it, just to soften that up. Then I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of liquid egg whites. I need to call Mac over at Egg White International because I've been running low on those, so I'm out of that. And then I'm gonna add, may as well get in some collagen where we can. Anyone else noting some serious changes with collagen? I would have to say everything is definitely growing at a greater rate. And one of the biggest changes that I've noticed with collagen is my skin turnover is so much better. Like when I get a blemish or something, I'll notice that like the next day, it goes away a lot faster. Like if I have a little blemish and then like I'm messing with it the next day, it's like not as red. That's like one of the biggest things that I've noticed with collagen is the skin turnover. Okay, and then I'm also going to add about 5 grams of glutamine. I've been adding glutamine to my shakes and my meals for that muscle recovery. So I've been getting that in there. And then, let's see. Yeah, let's just add a pinch of sweetener just to sweeten it up just a touch. And then a little bit of, Nona wouldn't be happy, but here's our cinnamon. Since I already used the fresh, I should have saved some, but I didn't. There we go right there. All right, now we're just gonna whip this puppy up. Little tiny bit of cream of tartar, so just gonna help with the whippability. Just a teensy little bit. Just a little bit goes a long way, maybe like 1/4 teaspoon. There we go. All right, now we ready to whip? Make them whip. Christine, on it. Add the whipping song to our playlist. Do it. All right, we're gonna whip it. So you get the idea there. Just that little bit of whipping adds that little bit of volume. The couple extra ingredients there helps with the whippability. And now we are going to add it into our bowl. It almost looks like, look at this. It almost looks like a mashed potatoes. So we're going to put this right here into our bowl. Check it out. Check it out. Yum. Totally looks like mashed potatoes, especially with the skin. Put that right in there. So here's our protein and our carb. Okay. And then now we've got, so I did the 2 ounces of carb in there, right? So now we're going to do the other 2 ounces as chips. So we got our little chips, chipperoonies, and we're going to add those right in there as our sweet treat. So now you've got the carbs. This is a 2 carb serving right in there, and there you have it, right? Delicious. So you've got the yogurt. I've even added a little bit of like some lemon or something in there just to give it that little extra punch. You can even do a little mint. So have fun with that. You can always play around with it. So you've got the combo there, your 2 carb swap, plus your protein, plus your collagen, plus your glutamine, shining bright, muscle recovery, craving crusher, booyah. Right there for the win. What'd you think of that? Whip it real good. Yes, put it on the playlist. All right, ladies, so here you have it. Give this one a try. It's going dropping down in the app, but don't forget about these candied sweet potatoes or yams, and don't forget you can go sweet and go savory. So if you're not really feeling the sweet and go savory, but doing the little bag trick really makes it easier because then everything gets coated nicely. And yeah, you can even prepare these in advance. You know how you can put like all of your mug cake or your protein, all the dry ingredients in there, and just kind of label them up. This one's cinnamon, this one's pumpkin spice, this one's whatever. You can do it with your everything bagels. You can do the same thing here with these sweet potatoes. That way you've already got those ready to go. All you gotta do is drop them in the air fryer. You can even portion them out. Good to go. Easy peas. All right, ladies, have an incredible day. Best day ever. Sending you so much love. High fives. Congrats, Marie. Thank you for being our Facebook group expert and just walking the GFit lifestyle. And I can't wait to circulate these badges as they're due. Remember, there's no time. It's just kind of when it feels good. Got to go off feel. There's no logic. Remove the logic. Go off feel. Life is good. All right, ladies, have a great day, and we'll connect real soon.